Hey everybody, Justin again here with Eco Diesel. Hope everybody's doing well. Awesome Friday. Looks like going to be a nice weekend. Now, of course, out here in North Carolina, we're on a no fire or open fire ban right now. So definitely everybody be careful out there. It's pretty dry all over the country. Talking to a friend of mine today, it was out in Wyoming, and it's pretty bad out there too. So yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody's going to have a good weekend. So I wanted to make another video here real quick of the 6.7 that I'm putting together here. I've got everything spec'd out. I was able to check the mains clearances. So I'm about 2.8 to 3 roughly with using an HX bearing, and it's coated, which is a lot harder bearing. An HX bearing is Molloclevite's version of a bearing that is different than a P bearing. A P bearing is kind of a performance, but it's got a different tri-metal, where an HX is more concentric, and it's got a harder backing, and it's got more of a steel backing. So they tend to see the objective of that bearing is to make it to where it'll absorb heat through the bearing better and distribute more heat back into the block because of the backing of it being more of a steel and a little bit harder bearing than a P bearing or even a standard factory bearing. And the 6.7s are kind of having some problems with this issue, so I'm trying to alleviate that and offer a coating that'll help hold the oil on it, create a wedge, and kind of leave a oil film on it all the time. Then it'd be a harder bearing. So. But anyway, I got it all in one piece on there, got it all mocked up, using ARP main studs. So here, let me switch it around. And basically got all the main studs in here. There's 3 steps to this process. There's side bolts on these. So everything starts out on these here, across here, all these 26 bolts here. Let's see, 20 bolts. And preset at 55 foot-pounds initially. And then you do both of them that way. And then you go up to 110. That does the outsides, 110, do these 110. Well, the outside studs stay at 110. And then you torque these to 175 final torque. So, and obviously with Molly. And then come back, and then you torque your side bolts to 110 foot-pounds. I kind of split it up. I did 55, and then I went to 110. So, and then I just went double-checked everything. And then, of course, marked everything like I normally do, just to make sure. But kind of seeing some stuff, everybody's been doing it. I indexed this, made sure that this cam gear was good. This kink is brand new from the factory or from the dealership. This is the other thing with these 6.7s that a lot of folks don't maybe know, or maybe do know, that some of the builders do, that Ford says these are from 11 to 23 or 24. Well, we get past 18 and newer, we start running into the monothermal steel pistons. Well, Ford says they got this crank working this. Well, this one's got cast forged pistons in it, so the piston's obviously a lot lighter. Well, that's the reason why I had to add heavy metal to this crank. So the customer's got some money tied up in this to get it to where it was. So there's 2 sticks there, and we put 1 stick there, had to drill a hole out there, and another hole here. So it wasn't too bad, but we had to add heavy metal in it because of the cast forged pistons on 18 and older are lighter bob weight versus the monothermal steel pistons that are in these 6.7s, 18 and newer. So that's just one thing. But anyway, another thing too, we tacked it. We basically tigged it in 4 different spots, kind of give it some, to where it won't move. And that helps a bunch there, because there's things where these are moving. You might have seen a video where guy's got it lined up with the cam gear, and he's got it lined up with the injection pump, and then he's got it lined up with the actual sprocket here on the crank. So I made sure this was right before I went and did all that crazy stuff. So, and then of course the other day I showed, we got the cam bearings all in there. So everything looks good. Everything's all checked out. Looking forward to, basically got the pistons, getting them ready. Got them over there. Just got to basically just pre-prep them. We're reusing the stock pistons. I've already mic'd them all. There was not any damage from that. I had to just replace 1 rod. I did have to replace 2 pistons. Found some issues there with the growth rate and the ring gaps and stuff on the rings were not quite where I wanted it. But other than that, pretty close. It's just to put together, get it together. We're really close to getting it all back together, and I'm pretty excited about it. And that way we can get it back to this guy. He's had it, like I say, not in his truck for quite some time. He's been, like I say, bouncing around with different machine shops. And biggest thing was getting somebody to work on the heads, and I was able to get a lot of the specs from AER, Engine Rebuilding Association, which I'm a member of, and it gives me a lot of the specs on all this stuff, so that way I know what tolerances to go from, what to run out, to the valve recession, et cetera, and had my guy over here at the race shop did a valve job on a Noonan CNC seat and guide machine. So turned out really, really well. It looked beautiful. It was kind of crazy to see how bad the exhaust was peppered up and ate up with only about 180,000 miles on a truck. So this should be a lot better build, a lot better setup, and basically get this one done. And then these two over here, this one here and that one over there, it'll have something cool coming up. So we've finally got ourselves in a situation I might have mentioned earlier about our own cam line. Well, I was able to pull it off 10 years in the making, so I'm looking very forward to that. Should have some really cool results on this. This is going to be a local motor. That one over there is going to be an Idaho motor. That one there's a Florida motor, and waiting on a cam for that one, and it's on its way. Howard Johnson lifters, high lifters are on its way too. So that one there, Mr. Adams should have those in. I thought he said he shipped them out. I think he said he shipped it out Thursday. So anyway, had a cam coming to him. He had a custom grind made, and from one of the other persons he knew that he wanted to do. So cool, not a problem. I wasn't able to accommodate him because I'm still waiting on these two. So basically get the 6.7 done. That one all the way back over there. Get him back together, Florida. This one will be next, and then Idaho, basically. So I got some really good customers, really good people, and I've been pretty blessed. Got more behind this one. I got two out in the shop, or the shed out there. I've got to tear down into. I've got one that I've got to inspect from a previous builder, find out what happened there. And then I've got another one from another machine shop that came up out of Houston, Texas. Looks like the machine shop might not have done the job in regards to machining it correctly. What I've gotten from the customer, I had not had a chance to look at it. They know it. They're behind. And then, I'm probably gonna. And I've got one at the machine shop getting checked out, or basically getting it baked, shot peened, sandblasted, or basically baked, shot peened, and then checked for mag. That is my Iowa guy. Wade's been waiting a while. He's been very, very patient for me. I've kind of kept him updated, kept him posted on what I was doing, what I had going on, and not a huge hurry, but spring is coming, or it's here, and I've got folks that need their motors, and I completely understand it. So I do apologize for anybody. I am behind, kind of a 1.5 man show, but I take my time when I build these, especially this one being a new one to me. It's kind of intriguing. It's very intriguing, honestly. There's a lot of stuff in there that I can't quite make a sense of, but they do make good power, and some of the steps that I'm hoping to do here and upgrade and kind of learning from other people, and then getting information from American Engine Rebuilding Association is helping a bunch to kind of give me the oohs and ahs of not doing this, not doing that, and looking for that. But other than that, I hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and we're going to have a beautiful sunset, looks like, tonight. So yeah, pretty wild. Anyway, have a good weekend. I'll try to post up maybe Monday or Tuesday again, probably Tuesday. I am going to Summit 7.3 down in Georgia. Looking really forward to that. It ought to be a good trip. Get to see some good people, and actually see some customers and get some friends. And sounds like I'm bringing a load of parts back here too, so for some other people. But anyway, remember, YouTube channel, like, subscribe, share, and obviously I'm going to put this on TikTok as well. But anyway, brothers, sisters, y'all have a good weekend. Thanks again for all the support and help, and have a good weekend.